What's up, boys? It's Flash, back with some more charts and another video. Today's Monday, June 10, 4:39 p.m. Eastern. Apologies I haven't posted in a couple days. I was traveling, but I'm back home now, up in New England, and just gonna go through just a brief recap. I know we've had a couple rough days in the uranium world, but this is why we look at the bigger picture. And so today, what I'm gonna do is I'm on the hike in the sheet, candles. I'm on the monthly time frame. Gonna go through not all the tickers today, but just a couple of them. And again, I think it sucks. It absolutely sucks having some red days. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm in this for the long haul, and what gives me confidence in the uranium space mainly is the ratios. So, for example, I'm gonna look at the metal measured in gold, and again, looks like a rounded bottom, rounded base, and we have this move, the 3-year moving average, kind of, right along this bowl, guiding the price up. And so this is UX1 measured in gold. And if we look at gold real quick, you guys know how I feel about gold. I mean, I think we're just going to be, I think inflation is back and we're just going to be going to the moon in gold, right? I think gold tracks our loss of purchasing power. And so as gold increases in price, we want to be looking for things that potentially could outperform gold. And so the uranium metal itself looks pretty interesting. And then on top of that, if you look at U.UN measured in, URA measured in U.UN, which is kind of the physical trust. This is a Wyckoff accumulation, it looks like. Got this from Casper on X, aka Uselink. And this is just a classic, looks like a Wyckoff accumulation where URA, the basket of uranium miners, are set to outperform U.UN, which is the Sprott physical ETF, which is pretty much a proxy for UX1, the metal itself, which in turn is also looking like it could outperform gold. So long story short, guys, we got to zoom out, look at the bigger picture. I think we're in the right segment here, generally speaking, for a massive bull market and a massive outperformance. So it's going to be volatile. It's going to want to shake you out. And that's why, I'm really not trading this. I'm not day trading this. I'm not I consider this a huge swing trade where, I got in probably right around here and this at the time looked like, a shoulder, head, shoulder. Like Twitter or X was just like, this is going to puke. This is going to go down. This is a head and shoulders. And look what it did. I mean, it just rallied like the basket of uranium equities rallied 60%. So if we look on the weekly, it's looks like business as usual. Higher highs, higher lows. Weekly moving average is guiding the price up. And it looks great on the monthly. It looks great. And then we can look at URA versus SPX, still going a little bit sideways. Big turning of the ship here. If we want to maybe put a little bull on the moving average, this can give us a little bit of confidence that, hey, there's some support here that should be guiding the price up versus the S&P. And then we can look at, similar story here, URA versus gold. All looks good. So, general statement, guys, this is going to take a long time. I would have a time horizon of the next at least 5 or 6 years, see where that puts us. And oftentimes these bulls can even extend. So trust the ratio, trust the process is my message. And then, let's look at CCJ on the monthly. I'll take the moving average off for now. But this thing is just going up, just going to the moon. The target's up here. I don't know what else you guys want me to say. You know what I'm saying? And then there's another one. Someone commented, let's look at Silex. And so I looked at Silex and wow, this one is really caught my attention because it kind of looks like Paladin, kind of looks like Bannerman, maybe not so much Bannerman, Kind of looks like Paladin and CCJ, right? So look at Silex here. This thing I think has a ton of potential. Can throw the moving average back on. So the trend is your friend. We're in this upwards sloping channel, and the moving average is kind of guiding us up, which looks great. I'm not in Silex, but I will say it looks really good. And then you have kind of these parallel lines in this middle of this channel. Looks like we're making them support right now. And so, it's 5.74 today. Moon Boy prediction, if we reach the top of the channel, we could be at $120. So that looks really cool. Not financial advice, do your own research. But again, the hike in a sheet gives us a different perspective, a different view of momentum, and a lot of these are still in the green on the monthly. We can look at Centris. Centris looks like it's finding a higher low right here, which is great. Elevate needs some work. We can look at Sky Harbor, needs some work. Laramide, continuing to build our base. Where's that moving average? Yep. So we're right on track with Laramide. So I'm not going to go through all of them today, guys. But general sense and general message is let's look at gold. Holy cow, what a breakout for the long term. And then let's look at the metal measured in gold. Looks like a rounded bottom, a rounded base, set to continue an outperformance over the coming years. And then we can look at the basket of equities versus the metal ETF proxy, and it just looks beautiful in a Wyckoff accumulation. So moral of the story is, guys, a little bit of a pep talk here, but I'm right there with you. I'm in this to win it. And I have my eyes and time frame set on the next 5, 10, 15 years even. So stay tuned for the next one. We'll go through some momentum, and we'll compare a lot of these tickers to gold and SPX and CCJ, which is one of the leaders. So see you in the next one. Talk to you guys soon.